Why is contrast best friend? I was outside yesterday and it was raining all day here. And I noticed that the sod that I'd laid a couple days earlier had really turned green. And I realized that the rain was the stimulant. And then it really became clear to me. Rain was introducing something, and it made just sense. Rain was contrast to the sunshine. Then I looked at my life and I said, the contrast is what causes me to change. The contrast is what causes me to grow. Without contrast, guess what? There's no growth. Think about your life if there was no contrast. There would be no hot or cold. There would be no good or bad. There would be no sweet or sour. There would be no sense of feeling of any type, any sensory thing. There would be nothing. And so what would life be like at that point? It would be nothing. No thing, no sense, no nothing. You would absolutely feel nothing. So it's really amazing that contrast is an essential part of being alive. Because without contrast, there is no experience. And isn't that what we most enjoy is experiencing life? But here we are, say, well, I don't want to experience what I consider the bad stuff. Well, the bad stuff that you're trying not to consider are things that you've attached a feeling to, an emotion to. It was interesting. Yesterday, I went to the dentist and last had $10,000 of dental work done. A couple of root canals, crowns, cavities on top of that. And I spent a lot of time in a dentist chair and I had a lot of pain. And I noticed that when I was driving to the dentist, it was just for a cleaning. That anxiety, that fear, because of the association of pain and emotion I had with the dentist. And I was there, and as I was driving, I was saying, okay, let's disassociate this. Let's disassociate this. And I'm going to tell you, it was difficult. I didn't. And I was sitting there waiting, just felt anxious. And then the hygienist and I, we had a wonderful conversation. It was a really deep, wonderful conversation. Well, when I could talk, most of the words were in my mouth. And I realized that I had to open myself to what is. Myself to the idea that the fear was there and it was going to take me time to get rid of it. And when I accepted it, I stopped fighting against it. And by not fighting against it, I was able to have a great conversation, not only with the hygienist, but Dr. Julia, who I absolutely love. We had a wonderful conversation, and I was able to be fully present. But I had to accept that I had built this pattern with emotions and connection with the dentist. Have you ever done that? Not just with the dentist. Past romances, your parents, your friends, business associates. We've got all these stored emotions that we've attached to events. And anytime something comes in that's similar, it triggers those emotions and we become a victim. What are we a victim of? Our own thoughts. It's only our thoughts that are causing us to have these feelings. The contrast is there for us to experience. It's also there to give us clarity. Clarity on which way we move to a more expansive and love-filled life. It's interesting today. We get the opportunity to always begin again in the morning. So when you see the contrast, can you be grateful for it, no matter what it is? Because it's showing you that you're alive, and it's showing you that you have a choice. You can choose fear, you can choose love, you can choose acceptance, or you can choose judgment. But remember one thing, it's always your choice. Make it a great day and enjoy the content.